Come on, start it back. Start it back.
My daddy served in the army. Where lost his right eye. He flew a flag out in our yard till the day that he died. What's up, mother truckers? It's your boy Big West, aka Mark West, aka Mark West knows best, aka Mark West's best friend Josh is a gay. What's up, dog? How you doing?
You patriotic or what?
Now, I told you to change shirts between these two recordings, so it looked like totally different
I did.
episodes from all you have is dark gray shirts.
So you can change shirts to another black shirt and then
That's not
own
black.
other shirts.
That's dark gray.
Dark gray.
Did you change shirts? Don't lie to me.
No, I didn't change shirts.
Fuck, let's see.
Why did you change
All right.
shirts?
If you're interested in being the Josh in the Josh and Mark show, shoot us an email at jamfampod. Is that it? At gmail.com?
Yeah, I'll send you the password. Yeah.
Word. Yeah. What's up, mate? How you doing?
I'm good, man.
Long time no see. It's been about 3 minutes.
How you been?
A lot happened in that time. Should we go straight to the propeller of propaganda?
Let's do it. Load me up.
Wait. No, we'll come back to that later. Don't let me forget about the Pokemon, okay?
Yeah, I won't. But let's do it. Let's do the propeller.
All right. I hope y'all ready. Oh, baby. Coming in hot. Now, hear me out, guys and gals. If you're looking at this, I know it looks a little sloppy. We're using this free website. It's not very great. If you have any recommendations, we are open to recommendations. Anyways, you might notice the arrows currently pointed at the two words kill kids. That's just
That's pre-spin, right?
That's pre-spin, obviously. So let's go ahead and let's give the old pupper one of the old spinny winnies. I pray it lands on kill kids.
Who are you praying to?
I'm not saying that's proof that my God is greater than your God, but truth hurts, baby. I'm gonna smash that remove button because I want to remove the killing of kids. Let me
I just got an email from Casting Crowns.
We'll pull up the old notes because there's a reference associated with that.
Oh, good.
All right,
Thank
hear
God. Reference makes everything better.
All right.
So real quick, you're against killing kids, right? We can clear that up.
It's a very nuanced situation. Here's what I'll tell you.
What about racist kids?
Is the left against killing kids? Because here's the thing, right? Following this shooting in Nashville,
I'm
the
for
left
abortion, but I'm against Nashville.
Hey-o! That's the moral of the story, baby. Progressives, aka liberals, aka the left wing, aka me and my cousins, are anti-gun because guns kill kids. But I gotta tell you, brother, if you got, a recently conceived child that is, I don't know, a minor inconvenience, my recommendation to you as a liberal might be to walk your happy ass down to Planned Parenthood and say, "Excuse me, doctor,
I regret last
a whole
Friday.
lot of money. I don't have a whole lot of money, so if you could just stick that metal thing in my hoo-ha and rip this baby to shreds, that'd be all right by me."
Well, late term abortion hits different. You know what I mean? If you say I'm for shooting up schools because there's that many less motherfuckers to fuck up the planet. If you say that, that's wrong. That's wrong.
That's the
somehow,
latest term. That's
yeah,
the 57th trimester.
Yeah. That sounds wrong. But if you say, if you reformat it, you kind of you shift to the right, you pull a pull a shift to the right, and you say, "Well, I'm for late term abortion if it's protecting the mother." Like if you change your inflection, you change who you're talking to. You're talking to people who generally agree with you. It just hits different. You can say one, but you can't say the other.
My daddy served in the army where he lost the left leg of that fetus in his girlfriend's womb. Blah blah blah.
Okay, I got a
Here's what
question for you. Actually, this is off topic, but I someone
yikes.
sent me this video, right? And I don't bring this up often because when most people share videos with me, I go, right on. All right, what the fuck else can I be doing with my day? Because I don't do that. But
Was it
I
Aaron?
wa-
It was
no,
Aaron.
no. I watched this
Ginger?
video. Listen, I
It was
watched this
Ginger.
video, and it was this kid who had his little hat on backwards, and it was a very cropped video, and the kid was talking about, um,
Cheryl, you're still on meth.
yes, yes,
Hell! Someone sent me that video too.
right, yeah,
Was that it?
that was it, yeah. Now,
All right.
what do you think? Okay, so you take away you if you peel back the layers, you take away, okay, clearly it's funny, right? Clearly, if you are just consuming the content with no discretion, it's very funny that he's making a comment. He's probably 10, 9, 10, somewhere in there. And he's making
11.
11, he's making comments about Cheryl and her New Year's resolution, and it's like, Cheryl, you still smoke meth, right? Because he's having this adult attitude as a kid towards Cheryl, the local fucking meth addict. What do you think about that? What do you think about videos like that? Do you think they're
I
staged?
think
You think the
that's
parents are curating what's going on there?
yeah, I think more often than not. But do you remember my cousin Billy?
Yeah,
Billy, if you're watching this, thank you for your service, brother. That kid is basically Billy as a kid. That's Billy.
but clearly to me that kid has had no parents that restrict phone use, restrict language, restrict there's no restriction there at all. It's, here
I
you go,
disagree.
brother. We're gonna go. I'm gonna be out working, and your mama, she's out working as well. And here's a
I
phone for
disagree.
you and your friend. Right? Am I wrong? Tell me I'm wrong.
You're wrong. You're wrong. Guys, if you're listening to this,
I'm not wrong.
sit down, buckle your seatbelts.
I'm not
I'm
wrong.
about to tell you why my friend Josh is retarded. And I don't like to use the term retard unless it's absolutely necessary. My parents didn't like buy me a phone until I was probably 15. When I started driving, they were like, okay, we should give him a phone just so we can make sure he doesn't die. Before my parents bought me a phone, I bought myself a phone and I hid it from my parents. You could do that. That's the thing. I'm not saying that's what this little retarded version of my retarded cousin Billy did.
So you think that kid who's
Wait,
11 years old put
nope.
together the idea that the joke that Cheryl down the street has 5 baby daddies and 4 kids, how does that even work? You think he put that together?
Now
You
here's
got
the
to be
thing.
shitting me. There's no way.
Let's give the kid the benefit of the doubt, and let's say he's 12 and 3/4. Okay, let's say he's 12 and 3/4. He's using his older cousin's cell phone, and his older cousins have put him up to this, not his parents. That's a possibility. That's
Yeah,
a real
feels
possibility.
better. All right, keep going.
All right, so hear me out. My parents wouldn't buy me a phone because they knew the moment they gave it to me, wah, I'd be on the old. They were wrong. I was on the old long before I got a phone. Anyways, there's a chance. There's a chance that that kid's parents aren't to blame. You know what? Actually, I'm just gonna say the shit I
So
was
you're
saying when I
telling
was
me
that kid's age was way worse
no, no, no,
than
no. It's not about being worse. I said worse shit as well. That's not it. That's not my point. You're
you're
telling
saying we
it's
should
not
kill his parents.
no, no. It's not
You're
about
saying a
worse.
trans shooter in Nashville should shoot his
Listen,
parents.
Mark, it's not about worse. It's about him being viral. He's viral because it's funny and it's edited well. So, and it's presented on an account that is trending and does well with algorithms. That's what I'm saying. Now, I said way worse shit. I said stuff that I wouldn't repeat now when I was his age, probably.
So
Like,
you're convinced
I
that his
love you,
parents have
Grandpa.
orchestrated that video and there's no other way around it?
I don't know if it's just his parents, but I think that there's some tomfoolery bullshit going on in the background for these quote unquote winky smiley crying face, the funniest video I've ever seen. And somehow that video gets shared to you and me without us talking about it. That seems like bullshit to
Yo, if you're watching this video, why don't you
me.
head to the comment section and say,
That's how I feel. I'm just being honest. Like, it's
yo,
bullshit to me. There's no way. I don't believe it. That's you think that's some kid whose cousins put him up to it, and he edited the video. He just has
the
an
video wasn't
inner.
edited.
He
In my
it
experience, or
wasn't
from my
edited. It
experience,
was cut. What?
was it cut?
It
The
was
video
cut.
that I saw
You're so
was not cut.
desensitized. You can't even fucking be trusted.
The CCP put me up to this. The video that I saw was not cut. It was just one solid, like 30-second clip of this kid going on and on. There were no cuts. It was all very fluid. It was just blah 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 blah. Cheryl. It was
Can you
like,
pull it up? Can you pull it up right now?
let me see.
I bet you. I bet you $10 it's cut.
Okay, well, let me think.
Yep. Go ahead. Take your time. Find it. I'll bet you it's cut.
Will you entertain these dullage in the meantime? I'm
Yeah,
gonna.
I'll tell
I
you
don't.
because it has that same format of cutting that most YouTube videos do, where they go they there's no natural pause because of the breath when speaking, right? So it's something content, cut content. It's like it doesn't have
I
that
am.
natural
I feel you.
progression of speaking.
I think this video did the one that I saw, and I could be wrong. I'm bracing
Yeah,
myself for this one.
pull
Oh,
it up.
I'm in.
Yeah, I'll bet you it's wrong.
I'm in, baby.
Bet you you're wrong.
I'm in. Okay, so
It's right.
he's.
I'll bet you it's
I
cut
gotta.
because notice
And
the
what?
laughing when he laughs.
You know who I think sent it to me?
Who?
And I could be wrong. Probably the same person that sent it to you. Who sent it to you?
Is it cut or not?
I'm trying to find it still. I don't.
Yeah,
You
well
may not
wait.
have.
I mean this is
This is very important.
yeah, it is. Because the point is essentially is content that's provided by kids which we deem ultimately the funniest winky cry face video slash production whatever ever, or is it a curated thing?
I don't know where it's at, man. I'm trying to find it and I can't find it. I don't remember who sent it to me, and I'm going through all my messages and I can't find it.
Take another 30 seconds and keep looking, because I'm genuinely interested to know if you remembered it as being uncut and it was cut, or if it you actually found an uncut version.
My
'Cause
daddy
I
served
I
in
don't
the
believe that it
army.
was uncut. I think it was served to the masses as a cut video.
Let's see. I'm gonna see if I can find it on my phone, and then if I find it, I'll pull it up on the.
And that's I wouldn't say that's too much different than most social media, right? Most social media is the best version of whatever's being presented. So like if you have a reel, a lot of reels are just the funniest portion of some 3-hour podcast. And then you see a 30-second clip and then you go, "Oh, share to all my friends because that was the funniest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life." And it's like, yeah, well, that was after 3 hours of discussion from professional comedians after 35 years of honing their skills. Of course it's funny. Like, you got the cream of the cream of the cream of the cream of the crop curated by lifelong input and dedication. So I'm very aware of that. Like,
I found it.
let's see it.
I
Watch it.
gotta
Tell me.
wait. Oh fuck! Why would I ever do that? I gotta log back into Messenger on my laptop. You know who sent it to me?
Who sent it to you,
Guess.
Billy?
Guess. No. Probably the same person that sent it to you.
Aaron.
Yeah, we only have one mutual contact, so
Aaron sent it to you?
yeah. Did he send it to you?
Yeah. That's funny.
I'm trying to get it pulled up. All right, wait a minute.
I should have just disclosed who sent it to me before, huh? Probably would have saved you.
Boy.
Yeah, so it's for sure confirmed the same video then, Mark.
Yeah. Wait,
So watch this. This is
okay.
going to blow your mind. It's edited. Look at it. Watch.
How do I'm gonna have to restart it.
We'll wait.
There's this weird thing on my laptop. Whenever I click on the message, it opens it in a new browser. So I'm just trying to get it primed. You know, I respect our listeners' time.
You want to
Okay.
share it?
Yeah, I'm gonna share it. Give me a second. I'm getting it.
Okay.
I'm getting it prepped, primed, loaded.
Sense.
Hey, bubbas, y'all's in for a sweet, sweet surprise. All right, tell me if you can't hear it once I start it. Let me know so I can figure out what's going on.
Yep.
I can't hear it, so I'm
can't hear it.
Can't hear it. Oh, there we go.
These tweets and Facebook posts about New Year, New Me. Shut up. You're still on meth, Cheryl. And this chick in her Cookie Monster pajamas smoking some Marlboro talking about New Year, New Me. Listen, the only thing new for you this year is a new baby and a brand new baby daddy. She the type of chick that had 4 kids and 5 different baby daddies. How does that happen? She don't even know. They're her best friend talking about how 2018 whooped her butt. But we can tell. Take a picture of last year, put it together with a picture of this year, looking like a before and after picture like you see on the walls in high school. Before and after bath salts. Everybody's
okay. So
okay, it's edited,
obviously
right?
very edited. But
right.
Here's the thing: someone, it's not
Maybe
totally obvious. It's not totally obvious that it was edited by the original person who uploaded
it might have been
video.
edited by that TYP or TPY guy or whatever. Okay, so let me ask you this, and this is a very critical, extremely delicate, small point in our culture.
Right? All right, folks, I hate to interrupt Josh, but we're going back to the propeller of propaganda.
No, we'll get to that.
Let's hear it.
30 seconds. The title of that 45. video, can you read it out to me and express the emojis as well?
Real by Tyler Blaine Polling. Oh, wait. No, wait.
No,
You're still on meth. You're still on meth, Cheryl.
No. What's the title of the video in that reel? What does it say?
The funniest video I've ever seen. That would be the caption.
And right? What are the 2 emojis after it?
The emojis are after the terms "you're still on meth, Cheryl," and it's 2 crooked, laughy faces. Right?
Okay. Yep. Yeah. So, what purpose? And I'm genuinely curious. What purpose do those 2? And this is the slightest of these examples in all of social media. You're rolling your eyes because you don't give a fuck about
you people
what this
see what I have to deal with. You said everybody thinks, "Hey, let me go pick some super niche."
Yeah, no,
best
listen,
friend.
Mark, listen.
What's the worst that can happen? I'm listening.
What do those 2 winky cry sideways faces represent for that video? What do they represent?
Funny.
So that's how we as a culture express funny. That's how we share funny.
Yes.
That doesn't irritate you at all?
Yes, the whole thing irritates me.
That irritates the absolute living fuck out of me. That
no,
a grown man would share. It does to me. That a grown man.
Not a grown man,
share,
a 12-year-old.
No. Look at that profile that shared that video. It's a grown man. Look at that profile. It's
No,
a grown man that added that caption.
we're about to do some investigative journalism. I hope you all
I
are
guarantee it, bro. I guarantee it.
along for the ride. Wait,
Watch the video.
are y'all seeing this?
That
Nope.
caption on top was added by that profile. That Tyler
Oh,
Blaine
shoot.
polling.
They're reading my messages. That's the wrong one. I shared the wrong screen, mother truckers.
So anyway, my question slash point is why is it right there? That I bet you Tyler
Click
Blaine
on it.
polling added
See what
that
happens.
that little edit on the top of that right there.
He's
Nice.
got
You
a
got you.
beard. He's a man. He's a man. You're right. He deserves
I bet he added
to
that.
die.
So why are we it's like a competition for it's like a it's like a competition and a self-referencing echo that what we are presenting to the world is funny. I found the answer. Fuck you. Go to the spinner. Let's do it.
You heard it from him first, folks.
I know
We're
what the
going to the
answer is.
propeller propaganda. Oh, wait. I gotta share my screen, baby. I hope you fools is ready, because we're about to propel some propaganda. Now, will you get your France is on fire? Or is Donald Trump going to jail? How's that? How's that look? Is that good right
Good.
there?
So
Don't
centered.
lie to me.
Perfect. No, it's perfect.
She's the spinner. I think it's going to land on inmate Trump. Wow, I was wrong. Burn France, baby. I'm going to leave
Who's
it there.
saying that? Who's saying burn France?
Let me tell you, brother. France. France is literally on fire right now. Have you heard anything about this?
No, I know nothing.
Okay, so some gay guy, I think maybe the prime minister, last name Macron, in France, has recently tried to raise has recently tried to raise the age at which Social Security kicks in from, like, I don't know, six, bro. Please, if you're listening to this, go into the comment section and fact check me, because I'm not doing any research. I think he tried to raise Social Security age from like 62, I don't know, 66, and France is on fire. Protesters all over the country are burning that country to the ground because they want macaroon out and someone who's pro retiring at 38 in.
So the actual numbers are raised from 62 to 64.
Even better. Could you
That's
imagine?
wild. Yeah, they're actually burning that shit. I see.
Dude, it's been on fire for weeks now. They want macaroon impeached, done away with, everyone associated with him put to the guillotine, dogs
Dogs.
out. Could you imagine just being like, hey man, I think I saw on the news earlier today that they want to raise retirement age 2 years. Now, before I do anything crazy, I just wanted to get your opinion. Should I set our country on fire, or should I just be like, it's whatever?
You look over on the couch, someone's stuffing a sock into a Bacardi 151 bottle. Fuck this country.
And they're just like, oh yeah, no, you should just go about your day. Meanwhile, they just fucking spray paint their eyes.
Witness me.
Witness me.
All these people are 61 and 3/4. You know
Every
what?
protester.
For 61 years I was against guns, but I'll tell you what, this
They
last
literally just a bunch of people who just flew in from Florida because they didn't want to wait till they were 63 to retire. So they sold their condo in Florida.
You
bought
think
a
there's
house in France.
you know how there's like tornado chasers? Do you think there's just cause chasers? Like they just
Yes.
scour the internet and they're like, "Baby, pack up the bags. We're going to France. There's just cause. We got to save."
I'm pretty sure the term you're looking for is independent journalist.
Sure.
Um. Anyways, France is on fire. It
That's
made its
fucked
way
up.
to the
There's
propeller of
journalists that care
propaganda.
about just causes. You're
It
making a
made its
joke.
way to the propeller of propaganda. I'm not in charge of the propeller, so I don't really give
Let
a
me ask you
frick
this:
what
don't
happens.
don't don't pull a Chat GPT. Do you think what's going on in France is right or wrong?
As a large language model, I am programmed to not have an opinion on political matters. What's going on? So it's I don't know. I don't know. Here's what I think.
Commit to one. I
I
want you to
think
commit to one right now.
I'm gonna commit. I think that the government of any given country exists with one sole purpose, and that is to execute and carry out the will of the citizens. And if the citizens want to retire at 62, even if that means freaking bankrupting the entire social security fucking system, so be it. Let them learn the hard way. I don't give a truck, Ginger.
Yeah, I agree.
So, moving on, I'm going to go ahead and
Can you
smash
remove
that.
so it's just one option for the last spin, but still spin it anyway? That'd be funny.
I can, but I don't want to. There's a 50-50 chance that we're going to repeat ourselves. Come on, inmate Trump. Come on, what do we got? Oh my gosh, it's going to land in France.
So what's up with France?
Apparently, the entire country is on fire. Not It's not at all associated with what's going on with the recent Social Security reform. I think the country is on fire just because everyone there is full of natural gas and someone lit a match. Spinning!
Now
Come
this
on,
spin this
Trump.
seems biased. It seems like you're just
Wait.
spinning this.
All right, inmate
What's up
Trump.
with
Finally, we got it.
what's up with Trump?
Come on, Trump. Now, this seems biased, right?
No, I don't think
This.
so. It's the
Yeah, you're
deep
right.
state saying it's biased, but it's not. Yeah.
I'm gonna remove this, see what happens. Trump's going to jail, baby. Except he's
Did he
not because he's rich, and rich people don't go to jail in America. God bless
so did
America.
he I actually don't know what happened. Did he go to jail and then got
He was
I don't know the
indicted.
word affidavit, but I'm gonna say that. Does that
It's
fit?
Afro David. It's Black
Aphrodite.
David with a lot of hair. So on Tuesday of this week, our boy Donald Jr. Trump, I assume that's what the J stands for, turned himself in to the New York court.
Does he own
Whew,
that building?
probably. So
Home sweet home.
he was indicted by District Attorney Alvin Bragg in New York, and he turned himself in on Tuesday only so District Attorney Alvin Bragg could say, "Hey, brother, you paid off a prostitute, and that wasn't groovy, and apparently you've been lying about your taxes. So we're gonna sentence you to 136 years in prison." This court session is set to reconvene in early 2024, aka the beginning of the next election cycle. They didn't issue a gag order, which is not super sexual, and yeah, that's about all that came out of it. There's
That's real.
That's real. This next election cycle is gonna be a frickin' riot, baby. It's This country's on fire.
What the
That's
fuck?
Beyonce. That's probably not Beyonce. I don't know who sang that. Some. woman.
Not
So,
long
anyways,
short.
now here's where I think both political parties stand. If you're on the Western, aka the left side, the political spectrum, you might say, hey, Trump's a criminal. No one's above the law. He should be indicted and he should go to jail. But if you happen to see things through a more Eastern, whoops, hit the microphone there. If you see things through a more Eastern point of view, or if you're relatively right wing, you might be thinking, I'm not super positive it's a great idea for the current progressive political powers to be using, I don't know, judiciary authority to prosecute their political opponents. And if you're somewhere in the middle, you might be like, I think that person on the right has a stronger point than the person on the left. And if you're slightly to the left of that person in the middle, you might be like, Judas. And if you're slightly to the right of that person in the middle, you might be like, brother. All that being said, shit's fucked. 2024
I
is
think.
gonna be a riot.
So let me ask you this. Now, that whole little segment where you did the whole pop 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 on the right side, were you putting down? Were you marginalizing transgender pre-school shooters?
Now,
Is that what you
here's
were doing
so
there? It seems like you were doing that.
I would never do that. First off, let me
You
correct you.
wouldn't. Okay, good.
I'm pro gender affirming care. As a matter of fact, there are more affordable and less controversial ways to do away with your
Your
little
neighbor's
general,
kids.
aka your pup pecker brother, if you're a biological man who identifies as a woman. And I'm just going to list a few of them, right? So instead of paying $10,000 to some stuck up plastic surgeon who wants to make your Audi an innie, you could, I don't know, take a cigar gutter to your little diddly bits. You could literally shove a pistol in your urethra and pull the trigger, or you could do none of the above. And honestly, I feel like I've ventured into dangerous territory. I don't want to get sued. So, for what it's worth, I'm actually not even talking. Josh is talking, and he's using AI software to do some sort of
Deep
crazy
fake, deep fake.
voiceover slash deepfake. Josh, that's fucked up, man.
I know. It's fucked up. I think you should totally take a pistol and shove it in. Yeah, that's what I think. It's wild, man. The political spectrum that is currently in our country is just, it's alarming. But you know what, the one thing that I don't know how to take and I don't know how to gauge, along with a lot of other things, is, has it always been this way? There's always this factor of, oh, the next shit coming down the pike is the biggest shit. Like this, what's happening next year, next cycle, this is it, man. It's like, yeah, maybe eventually that's true, but until it's true, it's not true, right?
I got
And
shit to say.
other statements that are very defensible.
If you'd like to hear an opinion that I won't
I'm
necessarily
speaking
call
English.
mine. All right, so I think it's a little bit of both, right? I've not actually read Robert, is that his name? Robert Kennedy? Who's There's a guy who recently announced he's running for president. It's obviously not
It's not
JFK
JFK.
because he ran for president and they were like,
Shit did not
I
work
don't
out.
I don't think so, brother. I think it's Robert Kennedy Jr., maybe? I don't know.
I'll bet
Anyways,
you.
there's
Hang
some
on, real quick.
Kennedy.
Real quick. I'll bet you there's never another procession that goes down the same street that JFK went down by a president in a convertible.
I wouldn't
I,
recommend
I
it.
would bet $1 million.
Based off our recent experience with Hunter Biden's belligerent dad in the hotel next door. I agree with you. Anyways, there is someone in the Kennedy family. I'm pretty sure his first name's Robert. I'm pretty sure his last name's Kennedy, and I'm pretty sure his suffix is Junior, but I could be wrong. He is a victim of a vaccine disorder. I think he got like a flu vaccine and now his voice is all fucked up. Do this research on your own, you folks. Anyways, he wrote a book called The Real Anthony Fauci or something along those lines. I'm almost certain that I didn't get that book title right, but given the words I gave you, you can probably figure it out on yourself. You probably figure it out for yourself. If you can't, tune in next week. And I think part of the premise of this book that I didn't read is that not only did Anthony Fauci sort of manipulate the COVID pandemic based on the will of his financiers and big pharma, he did the same thing with the AIDS epidemic that took place in the early 2000s, but it was pre-internet, so no one really fucking knew. And I haven't read the book, but I gotta tell you, I believe it. I'm just throwing that out there. I'm hearing this from not even a third party. This is like a seventh party. I buy it. I buy into it. I'm hook, line,
I
and
don't believe
sinker.
it, but I'll check out the book. I just bought. I recently purchased Smedley Butler's.
Here he goes again. He said that on a
What's it
previous
called?
episode. We know
What's it
war's a
called?
racket,
Yep,
but
I
he
bought it.
hasn't read it.
I
He
haven't
still
read it
hasn't
yet.
read it.
I'm working on
He's
Paradise
virtue
Lost by
signaling.
John Milton.
He's virtue signaling.
The person in this T-shirt represents BLM, and we do not discriminate against color.
So, anyways, where were we? Dog, I gotta piss. I know we're only 37 minutes into this pupper, but I gotta drain the main vein,
Let's
if you know
call
what
it
I'm
here.
saying. No,
Let's
don't
call it
call
here.
it.
Any final
Before you
thoughts?
call it,
Say something nice. Can I ask you this? Can you say
yeah.
something nice about someone who would listen to the end of this?
So, if you made it all the way to this point in the podcast, there's a good chance that what I'm saying is in vain because Josh may have already ended the recording, and I don't know because I'm
Still
currently a
going.
guest. All right, so given the benefit of the doubt, we'll
It counts.
assume that this is still going.
There's some poor
I would
bastard hanging on to every fucking word. Say something nice. If you don't say it, I'm gonna go shoot up a school.
I have something really, really nice to say to you. Your 5 3/4 inch pecker is enough. It's enough. I know that 10 years ago you hopped on Google and you said, how large is the average male reproductive organ? And Google said 6 inches. And you thought, well, fuck. And then around 2015, you Googled it again. And Google was like, well, recent studies have
Six and a
included
quarter.
Asian countries in their polls, and the new average is 4 inches. And you were like, hell yeah, brother. And then you tuned in to the most recent episode of the Joe Rogan podcast, only to find out that according to some psychiatrist who probably don't know shit about peckers, said that the average male pecker was 5.5 inches erect. And you thought, you know what? An extra quarter of an inch ain't much, but it's enough for me. And I commend you for it. I'm with you. 5 3/4 inches ain't a shit ton, but I think it's enough. Pause it there. Right?